All right, what's up, guys? Chris the Chef Sports Cards here. Bear with me for just a few minutes. I got a couple auctions left to do here, real quick, and then we'll get started. I apologize for the delay. I thought I said it properly with daylight savings time last week, but obviously I didn't. So just give me a couple minutes here, and we'll get rolling. What a pain. What to deal with those after this break? It's fine. Too much nonsense. What's up, Chris? How you doing? All right, what's up, folks? Chris the Chef Sports Cards here. We are doing 2023 Top Series 1/3 Hobby Case Break number 19. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I apologize for the delay. I thought I fixed it for daylight savings time last week, and apparently I didn't. So all the auctions are ending an hour later than they should, which is jamming up time a wee bit. Um, yeah, so got me behind a little bit. So I apologize. Anyway, welcome, welcome, welcome. Especially if you're new to the channel, welcome. A bit about us. We've been around for 5 years now. We break mostly baseball. We ship all carts from every break. We're very generous with the top loading, and we ship as quickly as our little hands will move. Sorry, I'm doing an invoice. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We do free breaks. When we do them, we use our subscriber list from YouTube for the random. So if you want a chance to get into a future free break, all you got to do is hit the old subscribe button, and who knows, maybe you'll grab a spot in a future free break. Also, while you're there, hit the like button. Tell the world, hey, I like this guy. It's good for my ego. All right, let's go over the teams. D-backs, Eric M. Braves, Ronnie W. Orioles and Orioles and Red Sox, Steve V. Cubs, White Sox, Reds, Eric M. Guardians, J.O. Rockies, Eric M. Tigers, Justin P. Royals, J.O. Astros, Kevin B. Angels and Dodgers, Steve V. Brewers, Eric M. Twins, Chris F. Marlins, Eric M. Mets, Stephen G. Yankees, Steve V. A's, Eric M. Phillies, Todd L. Pirates, Michael M. Cardinals, Kevin B. Padres, Steve V. Giants, Eric M. Mariners, Todd L. Rays, Eric M. Rangers and Blue Jays, Todd L. And Nationals, J.O. All right. Let's open some cards. Stop dealing with the invoice nonsense. Ugh, it's going to be an interesting weekend. I still don't know. I think eBay's just out to screw me up. I swear they are. You don't understand. Like, I thought I had screw me up. I swear they are. You don't understand. Like, I thought I had this all straightened out last week. Like, move it to this time so it'll, when the clock moves forward, it'll go to this time. Didn't happen. Still screwed up. Like, what in the world? So they're after me. That's it. eBay's after me. So you guys been watching the tournament? Some crazy upsets today, which is always fun. Good old Princeton. Love it when an Ivy wins. Crushing it today. Posey throwback. I think there was another one too. I didn't even really see much of the games. I've been busy all day, but I was just kind of watching highlights and stuff when I finally got home, and I think they were just saying like number 13 is going to beat someone. Michael Harris, rookie, and Corey Nebel for the Phils, number 222 of 299. The tournament's so much fun. Even if you haven't paid attention, like I honestly have not paid attention to like any college basketball this year. I just haven't had time. But like, even if you don't pay attention, it's still fun. You can still root for teams, and yeah, always everyone enjoys the Cinderella, you know. But it's funny because I was saying to my wife, she was like, "Wow, there's a Vinny rookie. You know how big a deal for Princeton to win." Which it is, of course, but I was also saying, there's been a lot of upsets like that in recent years, and I looked it up, and it's like 4 years in a row that a 15 seed has won a first-round game, which is pretty impressive. Oh, super short print, baby, of Green continues to impress for the Tigers. For Justin, look at that. Not one you're going to see every day. See, it's weird. It's a rookie and not a rookie. It's about a rookie, but it's not a rookie card. But hey, if somebody's trying to put that set together and get the $250,000, man, it's going to be one they need to find. Oh my God, my nose is running crazy. Allergies. Like 2 days ago, it was like 4 degrees here, and then today it was like 70. I'm telling you, man. Allergy people are just, I think they're behind the whole thing. It's got to be a big pharma thing. They're behind the climate change, giving everyone hay fever. Judge throwback. Cassis rookie. Gunner. Did they say, did anybody hear, like, the diagnosis on Edwin Diaz when he got hurt last night? It looked bad. I don't know how many of you saw it, but that was crazy, man. That happened to one of the Phillies during the playoffs where he got hurt during the celebration, and he was out for like 3 or 4 games. I forget who it was, but like that. The weird thing is, though, if you saw it, I don't know how many of you saw this, but 1-2 for the Twins last night when Puerto Rico beat Dominican Republic. It was a big win. They were celebrating, but it's not like they were going crazy. They weren't like tackling each other or anything like that. They were just kind of like all in a group and bouncing up and down. And Edwin Diaz, who, honestly, quite possibly might be the best pitcher in the world right now, just collapsed on his knee. And there's an Adley rookie. They had to get a wheelchair out to get him off the field. Like, it looked like an ACL tear when he came up because he couldn't even bend his leg or anything. And I was kind of looking this morning, but I've been so busy all day I wasn't able to look it up. But my God, Seattle's got to be ripping its hair out after seeing that. Like, here's this guy who's a huge piece, probably the best closer in the world right now, or one of them anyway. And he gets hurt celebrating. Jeez. The odd part is the way he got hurt, honestly, looked like it was going to happen no matter what he did. You know what I mean? Like, it was such an odd kind of way they got hurt. Like his knee was just ready to go. There's a chipper throwback relic for the Bravos. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, the way the injury actually happened looked like it would have happened to him at any time. Like, it'd be one thing if the guys tackled him and his knee got bent backwards and this and that, you know what I mean? But it just looked like it was like a time bomb waiting to go off. It just happened to be that moment. But My God, that's a big thing. These teams must think about. Like, I'm sure they have it in their contracts or whatever about where and who they can play for, but they got to be like, oh, now this guy goes to play for Puerto Rico, gets hurt for the whole year, and we're screwed. you know, after we got to pay him 20 million bucks or whatever. He's out for the year. Oh my God. I had a feeling when I saw him come up because when I don't know how many, again, I don't know how many of you saw it live. I was watching the game when he came up and they were like, went to pick him up and he said, no, no, like put me back down. You could see he couldn't even bend his knee. And I tore my ACL when I was a teenager. That is exactly the way my leg was when I did it. Like it was like my knee was rubber, you know? And oh God, that's not only devastating for his professional career, but for Puerto Rico too. I mean, that win last night was huge. Marlins, Sandy Alcantara. I mean, they do not beat the Dominican Republic very often, or haven't in the past, but they got a tough row to hoe, without that patella tendon. Ugh, God. Yeah, that's a shame. It was such a good game too, and the USA game was so great too. I was so happy for Great Britain. Like they looked happier than the USA team did when they won the game because I was talking about last week how I read this article. I think it was on SI or I think it was SI about how some of these teams, Hank Aaron 3030, have such little funding because their countries just don't take baseball very seriously. And um, they were basically saying like Great Britain and people in Great Britain are like, baseball? What are you talking about? And they're saying how getting that automatic bid for 2026 would be so huge for their program. So, and the funny part was, again, I don't know how close you guys were watching the World Baseball Classic or that game particularly. There's a future star, C.J. Abrams for the Nationals. $3.99 to $4.99. So USA could have lost that game last night as long as they didn't lose by more than three runs. You know. Oh well, I'm sure they have some kind of insurance policy against that. But oh, you're talking about the Great Britain. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. But so the deal was last night. USA could have lost the game. As long as they didn't lose by 3 runs or more, they were going to move on because of the tiebreakers or whatever. So it came down to the ninth inning where they were winning by a run. And the only way they would have not made it is if Columbia, Griffey throwback, could have hit a grand slam because it would have been a walk-off, And they kept showing the Great Britain coach in the stands, and he was just like, they got a guy on, and you could see him just like, oh, God. Because even if the guy hit a home run, they lost by a run, they still would have moved on. I mean, obviously, they want to win the game, but, it's not the end of the world. That guy was so happy. I felt so glad for him because they think that it'll bring a lot more attention to the team now and get them more sponsorship and all that type of stuff. Yeah, I don't know how much I don't know how much MLB is involved in the World Baseball Classic. I mean, obviously they have to give permission for the players to play. But I don't know what their hand is in it, as far as money or I mean, obviously it's got to be something, but I don't know, I'm not sure. Because they said like some of those guys from Great Britain were like buying their own plane tickets and stuff. Again, not that they couldn't not afford it. They did have some, but I mean, look, their starter for their opening game was Vance Worley, who hasn't played in Major League Baseball in like 5 years. So I mean, they don't have a huge deep pool to pull from. That's for sure. Bichette throwback. It's so much fun though. It really is. I'm worried, man. Venezuela, this Venezuela USA game. USA better come to play on Saturday because Venezuela is no joke. They have been stomping everyone. Cabrian Hayes to 2023, 882 of 2023, and Japan just looks amazing too. I mean, The only way Japan and USA will play is in the championship, which I'd love to see Otani and Trout go at it. That would be very cool. Um, but USA's got some hurdles to jump, and they certainly can do it. They got the team. They just need to. I mean, Trout was a monster last night. He single-handedly carried that game. Riley Green home run challenge. So I mean, Trout starts going 3 for 3 and 4 for 4 in games. You just need everyone else to follow, you know? So much fun, though. It really is. Verlander 1-2. I wonder if they would play it. I know this will never happen, but if they would play this thing like mid-season, it'd be even crazier. Because a lot of these guys aren't even really in form yet. You know what I mean? They just came back to spring training. You look at like Pete Alonso's hasn't had a hit yet. I don't think he's been pretty bad. But Pete Alonso's super streaky, and when he gets hot, he's nobody's hit more home runs in the last 5 years than Pete Alonso. But it takes some time to get going. Yeah. Well, it is funny because as with most sports, offense is what makes people love it, but defense and pitching is what wins games. You get that great defensive football team, like you think of like the Ravens when they won the Super Bowl with, you know, not a great quarterback, but didn't matter because the defense was so good. But it's not that exciting to people because it's defense. Pitching same way. Like I always laugh with my wife when you get like a really great pitching matchup that pans out, and my wife's like, "This is just boring." Like, no, it's not. But I get for the average person, it is. I enjoy a good pitching duel as much as anyone. I don't want it that way every game, but you do need pitching though. My son had his first game today. They had a scrimmage today, and I'll tell you what, the team they were scrimmaging against has 2 D1 commit pitchers. Forget about it, man. They were incredible. Judge to 2023. 679 to 2023. Nice one for the Yanks. For my man Steve V. My son got a hit off of one of them. It was a scrimmage, so they were just doing like 3 inning sets, and then put the backups in or whatever. My son plays third base, and he was the only one who got a hit. So off the first guy, and he's supposed to be going, I think, to Virginia next year or something like that. Like he was good, man. He was throwing like 94 or something like that. It was crazy. But again, like that team they played today, not a great team in the field or anything, but they got a couple pitchers there just lights out, and you know especially when you're playing varsity high school ball. You got a couple guys who can throw over 90 miles an hour. You can go win a state championship with that. Yeah. See, my wife is the lover of the blowout. She loves a blowout in any sport. It's like her favorite thing. I think especially in football more than anything. Vladdy home run challenge. Like when the Eagles win a game by like 30 points, she's never happier. And I'm like, you don't want to see it a little more? No. You don't want it a little closer, a little more competitive? No. I just want my team to win by as many points as humanly possible. All right. To each his own. I like a good bit of competition too, but you know. 1-2 for Detroit. Vargas rookie. You got a lot of snow? Yeah, see, early in the week, my son's team was supposed to have a game on Monday and Tuesday. And honestly, Monday, it was free. Well, we had like rain and stuff, and we had some snow, like just like some flurries and stuff. And then Tuesday was so windy and so cold. It was like 20 degrees and like 50-mile-an-hour winds. But then today it was gorgeous out. I mean, it was a little windy, but it was like, I don't know, 60 degrees or something like that. Good baseball weather, that's for sure. Moreno throwback rookie. So, Gorman. They have another game tomorrow, so we'll see. Actually, it's their first division game or league game tomorrow, so hopefully they'll play a little better. But to be honest, they haven't even gotten to practice really. They've been doing hitting and stuff like, ooh, what do we got here? Nice. Look at that guy. Adley rookie to 2023. Very nice for Baltimore, for Steve. It's a good one. Like they've been going to work out and hit and everything, but they haven't actually practiced like at all. So hopefully this week they'll get some practices in. 46 of 2023. Oh, that's a low number one too. Jesus, how much snow have you had this year, man? We've had nothing. I mean, honestly, I don't think we've had 1 inch of snow this year. We've had a couple days where it was like a dusting out. And that was about it. I would actually like a little snow. It'd be nice. Well, I'm sure we'll get some before. We always get a snowstorm in like April and stuff around here. A-Rod 4040. Grissom. See, we have this weird thing in the mid Atlantic where people think like once February's done, like winter's over. I know it sounds weird, but for some reason around here, everyone's like, "Oh, it's March, it's springtime." And it's like, no, it's not. We always get snow in March and April, but it's been a pretty easy year, so we're gonna get walloped one of these years coming up. The past few years have been pretty easy. Nolan Ryan throwback. That's the way it usually happens. You have a couple easy years, and then we get walloped for a couple years, and of course, people don't know what to do with themselves. Riley Green, shuts the whole world down. Oh, it's 1 game away from state. 4 feet of snow in your front yard. Oh my God. My one sister who lives in Tennessee, she used to live in upstate New York, right outside of Saratoga Springs. And if anyone is familiar with that area, it is ridiculous. It's like the snow belt, like one of the worst snow belts in the country. Like I've actually seen where her like whole home has been covered by snow before over the course of a winter. It's like it was nuts. Robbie Ray 1-2. But to them, it's like, no big deal. They just make a tunnel to their front door through the snow. Go in. Langoliers. When do you start getting nice weather or out there, Chris? Like what like May? I mean, does it take that long to start seeing some warmer weather? J-Rod throwback. Ooh, we got a redemption. All right, let's do this. Let me get a base card here. It's so weird with this case with stuff being backwards. All right, good luck, everyone. Here we go. Let's see what we got. You are due to receive Baseball Stars autograph of Adley Rutschman. Yeah, baby. It starts warming up in March. I got you. Here, we'll give you one of these too. Nice one. The Adley Gold and now the Adley Auto. Very nice set. Congrats to my man Steve. There you go, buddy. Baltimore's the team to have tonight. Really? See, I would think it would be a little later, but all right. All aces, Ohtani and Taylor Rogers, 61 of 199. Moreno. Seen a picture of a deer on a roof? Really? That's crazy. Robin Yount throwback. Vinny. It's amazing how different areas of the country, even just a few hours in one direction or another, people deal with weather so much better than other places. Papa. Soto greatest hits. Cassis. Gunner. Yeah, at the rate you're going this winter, you're going to have some Twins games in the snow, my friend. McGuire throwback. Snow baseball is always interesting. Adley. So we will have some more Series 1 this weekend, all weekend, more jumbos on Friday and Saturday, another hobby on Sunday, which I think actually brings us to the end of our Series 1. I think it's like 8 cases we get or something like that. We got Sonic and F1 tonight after these. Tomorrow night and Saturday, we got Inception, Bowman Inception. We got little Bowman Draft Mixer on Sunday. What else do we have this week? All kinds of stuff. So if you'd like to join us, we'd love to have you. Come hang out with us this weekend. We'll be here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Just an hour south. Yeah. Isn't that the way it always is? Altuve throwback. Oh, did you get your package, Chris? Did you get the card? Harris. 30-30 Dale Murphy. What we got here? Oh, hey, oh. Shohei home field advantage. I haven't even seen one of these. Wow. Got the Angel. Oh, Steve's crushing it tonight. Very nice. That thing's awesome. We've seen a lot of Altuves, but that is the first Ohtani I've seen. Oh, you got it, buddy. You knew you were getting that card, didn't you? You knew I'd send it to you. Second I opened it, I was like, I gotta send this to Chris. I know it's numbered to 5, but Vargas. Nice Ohtani. Thing's awesome. Ohtani's just crushing it in the World Baseball Classic, too, man. It's crazy. Ashcraft. Riley Green. Libertor. Yeah, and this weekend things are going to be a little screwy because of the stupid listings now. But Pool House Greatest Hits. Basically, I figure everything will probably be about a half hour behind what the listed times are because of the stupid eBay listings. I do this every time too. You don't understand. I mean, I'm not a dumb guy. I'm not the smartest guy either, but I'm certainly not dumb. But I swear I thought no, I don't have time. I wish. You know what's funny about St. Patrick's Day? So I am Irish. My mother was from Ireland. Um, and St. Patrick's Day is my sobriety date. It'll be 19 years tomorrow. But that was St. Patrick's Day was the day I got sober on. so St. Patrick's Day used to have a much different meaning to me back then than it does now. Bobby Witt home run challenge for Jo. So, but yeah, no, we got breaks and sorting and this and that. I probably won't have time, but I might pick some up somewhere. We'll see. 1-2 for the Phils. Gunner. Yeah, because St. Patrick's Day used to be a lot of fun for me back in the day. Just another excuse to get wrecked, you know? Not that I needed many excuses back then, but there was one day I actually had an excuse, you know? Well, it's St. Patrick's Day, of course. 1-2 for the Cardinals. I don't know. One of the, because technically tomorrow is the opening game of my son's season. One of the coaches is all gung ho about doing like a tailgate at the game, like hot dogs and, I don't know, a bunch of crap. And they're all standing around talking, well, we should get this or who should get that or who should get that. I'm like looking at them all going, you all realize I own cafes, right? Like, just tell me what you want and I'll bring it. And I'm like, this guy's like so gung ho about doing it himself, though, that he's like, well, if you could just bring this, I'll take care of the rest. I'm like, are you sure? Because I have all this equipment and everything. I have everything you need for it. No, I got it. I'm like, all right. Knock yourself out, man. And for the D backs, Major League Material, Alec Thomas. For Eric. Scherzer. Grissom. Riley Green. O'Neal Cruz, throwback. Adley. So the pre-order for Stars and Stripes came out today for next month. And I actually ordered a case. We've never done Stars and Stripes before. Because I'm always trying to figure out how the hell I'd actually do it as a break. Duran for the 20s to 2023. I guess we'll have to do it as a player break or something. But supposedly they redid it. What's it called too? Big League is coming out in 2 weeks. So it's kind of interesting with this new system that Topps has. Oh, okay. With this new system of ordering that Topps has, like it used to be you ordered months in advance. Now everything you only get like a few week notice on. So next week is Gold Label, 2022 Gold Label's coming out, which will be kind of interesting to see the actual checklist. I haven't looked for it yet. It might be out already. And who's in it, if they updated it or if it's still based on when it was supposed to release like 9 months ago. Bobby Witt on the greatest hits. But the next 2023 product that's coming out is Big League, which is on the 31st, I think, 30th or 31st. But supposedly they redesigned it, put more parallels in it, all kinds of stuff. So we'll see. We'll get a case of it in just like we do every year and see how it does. But one of my distributors sent up the thing for Stars and Stripes today. And honestly, I just usually go right past it when it comes up. But they added more hits to it. It's going to kind of be like Elite Extra. Like I think there's like 8 or 10 hits in a box or something. So I was like, all right, I'll get a case. So we'll see. Bone up on those U14 players out there. I'm like, how in the world am I going to sell this? What is that? It looks different to me for some reason. Excuse me. So they also put like a bunch. I think they're putting like some of the World Baseball Classic guys in there. Look at this, another super short print. Ryan Presley for Houston. That's a cool picture. Houston is Kevin B. Yeah, buddy. This has been a pretty decent $4 as a hobby here. Second super short print. Very nice. Yeah, but the question is, as far as the rookies, if they're all in there or not. Because if it would have released at that time last year, some of the rookies wouldn't have been in it. So that's why I'm wondering if they're all in there or not. Because I haven't looked at the checklist. Like if it would have come out in June or whenever it was supposed to, July last year, some of the rookies would have not have made that cut, most likely. Either way, Gold Label's fun. Past couple of years, we've always hit like the gold chunk or whatever. We had a Tatis one, I think last year, or the year before. The Golden Nugget card, which is cool. Well, at least it's not too crazy expensive. I don't know if they're doing that. There's a Michael Harris throwback. I don't know if they're doing that just to get it to sell or they just brought the price point down on it a little bit. But I've said this before. I think people are starting to get sick of 2022. They need to put out more 2023 stuff. And I didn't really think Big League would be the follow up to Series 1. I thought maybe they'd do something a little better. But even if it was like Heritage or something, usually Heritage comes out around this time of year. J-Rod is in it? Okay. Are all the guys like Wander and O'Neal Cruz? I would assume would definitely be in it, but then you'd have to start thinking about a few of the others. Trout greatest hits. Adley. Because if they released it last year when it was supposed to come out, a few of those guys probably wouldn't have been in. But who knows? Hunter Green. Like I said, I assume Wander and O'Neal Cruz are in there, right? How about C.J. Abrams? Is he in there? Not that anybody really cares that much. Brian Bello, throwback rookie. It's a weird product for stores. I was talking to this guy who's a local card shop owner, and he was like, "It sucks." He's like, "I can't." He sells a lot of stuff by the pack. He does really well selling stuff by the pack. Um, like I would say he sells like 70% of his product that way. I'm shocked when people come in. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just my collecting bug or just the fact that I'm a degenerate card collector. Like guys come in, like he had Prism up. I was in there on Wednesday, I guess, or Thursday, and he had Prism Football, which had just come out at 55 a pack. And people were like, "Yeah, give me 2 packs," and they'd open it and get whatever, and then move on. And I'd be like, I could never do that. I'd be like, "All right, give me 2 more. Give me 2." Like, just sell me the box, man. Because I'd walk away just being like, what else is in that box? Jack Swinsky to 2023 for Pirates. Torque Wit, yeah, they're all in there. Okay, well that's good then. It should be a good product. See, it sucks for him because for those of you who've opened boxes of Gold Label before, it's not hard to figure out where the auto is. It weighs like half the weight of the whole box, the 1 pack. Pirates is Michael. There you go, bud. But like I would leave after opening a few packs out of a box and be like, I gotta go back and open the rest of it. So all right, we're good. Look for a Gold Label next week. We'll have I think I have 2 or 3 cases of it coming in. I can't even remember. I ordered it so long ago. I have no idea. Tomorrow for it. Lindor throwback, and for the Giants, Mike Yastrzemski, greatest hits numbered 129 of 299 for Eric. I'm telling you, man, what's this so thick? Mama, what is that? It's probably just a manufactured patch. This pack is like crazy thick. Yeah. Still need to find our 101 cut. We haven't found one yet. For the Padres, Joe Musgrove, City Connect. For Steve. Telling you, we're going to find one of these days. No, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't sell it by the pack. But in general, like, he likes to sell stuff by the pack. He does a lot of it, but you just can't do it with a product like that. So that's when a guy like me swoops in and buys it all from him for like major discount because he can't get rid of it. He'll sell a few boxes and he'll sit there and be like, "Well, I can take it off your hand at cost if you want. Then, at least you know you didn't lose any money." And then he waits a few days. "Yeah, I'll get back to you." And then inevitably in a couple days, he calls me. "Yeah, why don't you come and take this?" "All right, I'll be down." I do a lot of stuff to procure cards for us. Brett Beatty. Oh, look, now this pack's like empty. That's crazy. All right, all aces. Dylan Cease. Gorman. I'm amazed too. These guys, I watch them in there sometimes where they just stand at the counter and they're like, "All right, give me a pack of that." And then give me a pack of this. And they open it and they just stand there and just keep opening packs. And he just keeps a tally. And then they'll be like, All right, what do I owe you? After standing there for 45 minutes, he'd be like, $430. I'll be like, dude, why don't you just buy a box of something? Michael Harris, at least you're guaranteed to get something. You know? Aaron Judge, great assist. I don't think he was very happy with me being there at the time, too, because I was totally bashing 2022 football. He's selling guys packs of Prism, and I'm like, oh, what a horrible draft class. And I'm walking out thinking, he's probably like, oh, God, why doesn't he shut up? I actually had like a really good deal to get some for breaks, and I just decided not to. Danny Menez to 2023 for Oakland, 446 of 2023. I've lost enough money on 2022 football this year, man. There's just so few people to chase in it, you know. Even after the season, you thought maybe like, you know, and not to say Prism's not a good product. It's an awesome football product. It's one of the best ones you can do, but not a great year for it. You haven't been in a card store in a while. How close is like is a card store to where you live, Chris? Is there anything within a decent distance of you? Gwen, throwback. That's how the Targets and Walmart's got so crazy. Or it still are crazy because you have so many people have no access to card shops. You should come where I live. There's like 10 within a 10 mile, like 10-mile radius of where I live. Some of them are good, some of them suck, but they're there. Ramirez home run challenge. There's this one place, and for anybody who lives in the like Philadelphia area, I'm sure most of you or all of you know it. It's called Sports Card Playground. It's up in a town called Hatboro, which is I don't know, 20 minutes from me or so, 25 minutes. And it's a brother and sister who run the store. They've run it forever. They are like just sweet as gold. They're the nicest people. And it's mostly the sister. The brother never talks. Like I don't think I've ever had more than 10 words with the guy. And I've gone there for years. But the sister Heidi who runs it is just like the sweetest woman. And they have so much product. It is ridiculous. Like Vinny, I've tried to kind of talk them into selling to me for a long time because I'm always like, come on, look at us. You walk you walk into this place and there are cases literally piled to the ceiling. You feel like you're gonna die in an avalanche in this store. And but I guess they've been around so long, their allotment is like crazy. Mike Schmidt. And I mean, they do well. They sell online, they sell here and they sell there. But like you almost, if you put 5 people in their store, you can't fit any more people because there is like 1,000 cases just sitting there. And I'm always like, I'd take some of this off your hands. And she's like, yeah, sure. At retail, she'll be happy to sell it to me. Like, and that's okay. Half hour away. That's not too bad. I mean, honestly, that's probably better than most. I believe me. I've talked to guys who are like, yeah, there isn't one in my state. you know. Well, there probably is now in the last few years, but go back 5 years, there were, you know, the low populated areas did not have very many card shops. That's for sure. Plus, now we got a bunch of newer ones that opened in the last few years and they're basically posers. They don't know what they're doing. Um, just trying to cash in on the trend. Sure, in a couple of years it'll be something else when whatever else is next is hot. Willie Mays throwback. We doing on time? All right, last regular pack. Then we'll get some silver pack lovelies. Alex Cobb to 2023 for the Giants. For Eric. All right. Silver pack. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. Vladdy. Cal Mitchell rookie, Herrera rookie, and Adley rookie. Nice. Salvi, Mattingly, Posey, and Javi. Jose Ramirez, Outman, Beatty, and LeBlanc. Yeah, they're like right next to each other. Isn't that the way it always is? Arenado, Maguire, Blade, and Killian. No silver pack of love for us tonight. But we had some other loves, so. All righty, I want to thank everyone for joining us this evening. As always, I couldn't do this without you, and I truly, truly do appreciate it. If you're not in any of our other breaks tonight, please stay safe, stay healthy out there. As I said earlier, we will be here all weekend for your card pleasure. If you'd like to join us, we would love to have you. Otherwise, please stay safe, stay healthy out there. And give me a sec, we'll do a hit recap. All right, we got a billion rookies, and of course, we'll go through and sleeve and top load all the good guys. All right, hit recap for 2023 Top Series 1, third hobby case break number 19. Home Run Challenge cards, Ramirez, Bobby Witt, Vladdy, and Riley Green. To 2023, Cabrian Hayes, a very delicious Adley Rutschman. Nice one there. Another delicious one, Aaron Judge, Duran, Sawinski, Jimenez, and Cobb. Future Stars to $4.99, CJ Abrams for the Nationals. Corey Knebel to $2.99. Taylor Rogers to $1.99. Yastrzemski's greatest hits to $2.99. We had two, count them, 1, 2. Super short prints in these boxes. We had the Ryan Presley, and the green continues to impress for Detroit on the super short prints. Awesome. And the home field advantage Shohei Ohtani. Very delicious. Jealous on that one. Relics, Chipper Jones, throwback relic. Alec Thomas, Major League Material. Joe Musgrove, City Connect. And then, of course, the Adley Rutschman Baseball Stars autograph for Baltimore. All right, folks, again, thanks so much for joining us. I do appreciate it. We'll be back in 5 with Sonic. Have a wonderful night. Hit that like and subscribe on your way out the door, and take care. Bye.